Again, a nice bridge into our final speaker. Mr. Qwant is from one of these entrants and emergents in the research landscape, building on a foundation of research and rounding off our very nicely balanced French component of this conversation.
Hi, so I'm Patrick Qwant. I'm one of the founders of Qwant. Maybe some of you know Qwant. I don't know. It's a French search engine, which is presented as an alternative to Google. Okay? Thank you. It's presented as an alternative to Google, and myself, historically, I've done my thesis in artificial intelligence, and I was in the US for some American director. You know, there's a good search engine. It's called Google. And at that time, there were 200 million pages, 3 machines, 2 guys in Google. And I compared that to Alta Vista, and I saw the difference in terms of results. And I told myself it's going to be very great, and it's going to be very great. Since that time, I wanted to create a search engine in Europe that would be something that would be different from that, but that would do the same thing, help people search through the internet. So it's a very, very broad subject. Right to be forgotten is a special subject. I would like to present maybe our viewpoint from the power discussion that you had a few minutes ago, because I think that having an alternative search engine in Europe and in the world, in fact, would solve many of those problems, because Google would not be so powerful. Okay, one way of reducing the power of Google search engine is to have a credible alternative to Google. Okay, and this is something governments have been trying to do over the past. For example, there was a project, several projects in fact, but one big project called Qwant. Okay, Qwant means search. It was created by the government and several laboratories in France, and some of them were German and so on, but this didn't work. It didn't work because I don't think we can create a search engine coming from the government. This does not work because the search engine is really a company. It's a company, it needs to make money, it needs to have a service, and it needs to have value, and so on. And all those notions are difficult to grab when you're in a government. So you have to create a company. So that's one of the reasons why we created that company as a company to search, to be able to give an alternative. One of the so this is I would say Google should help that kind of initiative, have somebody in front of them, because this thing, I really think that they are ready to go into more and more trouble. In Europe, Google is 95% in each country in terms of search, so there's only one company that does that. And this company, I come also from e-commerce. I have a lot of e-commerce websites. E-commerce is about two things. One is getting more traffic to get more money, and the other one is to have better conversion rates. Okay, having more traffic. If you give 10% for another search engine, that's certainly less traffic. So we wouldn't want to do that in terms of purely a corporate viewpoint, purely people that want to get much more money, more value on corporates. And the other one is making more money for one search. Okay, so right now Google is making 50 euros per person per year, which is a lot, and the conversion rate is great. Okay, how do they make better conversion rate? Better conversion rate is about knowing you better and better and better. So they track you, they try to know you all the way possible. They ask you all this information. With Google Maps, they know what you do, how you work, what time you leave home, what time you get back to home, what you're buying, where you're going to go sports, and give you all advice about that. In fact, they're going to be the butler, they want to be the butler of you. Okay, they want to be the butler of 1 billion people, and they're going to make a lot of money with that kind of practice. At Qwant, we really want to get back to something which is the respect of the privacy, the respect of the people. That's in the gene of Qwant. The respect of the people is when Axel Springer invested in Qwant, they wrote in the contract of investment that if we did not respect the people and the privacy of the people, they would get their money back. And that was one of the points. So one of the foundations of Qwant is to have the privacy, to respect the privacy of the people. So of course, for the right to be forgotten is something that we want to follow, and we have contacts with Neil and different people on that subject. We have nominated a data protection officer, which is in touch with the French data protection authorities, the CNIL, and there is an address where people can ask for their to be forgotten in the search engine, and we do that. Right now, we have a lot of traffic, but of course Google has much more than us. Okay? We just want everybody to go to Qwant because this is one way to fight the power of Google. One way is to get people to go to Qwant. Of course, we are a company also. We know that we are not neutral, as the same way as Google. But let me just say that one of the very key points that people can come to us is that we have the quality of search, that what you search in Qwant gives you good results, and gives you results that, you can also get from Google, that you can get from Qwant. There is one, we've been existing for about 2 years now. 6 months ago, a blogger, which is specialist of search engine, simply stated, it's called Carbon, you can go and look at it. He said that he tried Qwant for 1 month, get rid of the Google addiction, tried to get rid of that, so decided to go to Qwant for 1 month and see if he can live with that, because right now it's difficult to live without Google. So he tried that for 1 month and found out that it was possible to live without Google. So it's really one very important aspect of that. Technically, as you mentioned, it's important that we have good results, and his testimony that we have good results in Qwant, so it's possible to change and to have somebody else. But the basic facts, the basic ideas, these ideas of power, the many questions will be less accurate if in the future there will be 2 search engines that will share some of the market of the search engine place, so that when you go to Google, you can also go to another search engine, and the power of Google will be much less, and they will have to be more compliant, and they will listen better to what you say. Currently, I'm just going to finish with that. Currently, there are around the same lobbyists in Europe for Google, than employees in Qwant. So there is a lot of work for us to go forward. But I really think that with the help of we are supported by governments. We are supported by government. We want to have a collaborative business model, much more than Google. We want when we have traffic and we get money from that traffic, we want to give back some of the money to the content creators, like news and other people. That this is something Google does not do. This is a differentiator, very important differentiator. We want to create a collaborative economy around search engine. not to be all powerful, but give back the power to other people. So that's really a question of power. It's a question of equilibrate the power between Google and other type of search engines. Search engine right now is so important for everybody that we really need to have something else, another search engine in Europe, to solve all those issues. Right to be forgotten will be solved because there are more than one search engine in one in all Europe. It will be solved that way because we will have the power to negotiate with them. So let's hope that we can have that. Whether it's Qwant or somebody else, let's hope we have at least two search engines in Europe. Let's hope that. Thank you.